Coming up on The Echo, we take an inside look at one of Loyola's own distinguished Jesuits.
Welcome back, Loyola, to another episode of The Echo. I'm Amanda Hollis.
And I'm Katie Bigley. Like always on The Echo, we'll tell you everything you need to know about what's going on around campus, in Baltimore, and all over the nation. So thanks for joining us today.
This special episode of The Echo will be highlighting 3 prominent members that make up the community of Loyola. From the psychology to the communication department, faculty members are preparing students for careers after Loyola.
Dr. Charles Lepresto is an associate professor of psychology and a licensed psychologist. A former high school teacher, he has taught at Loyola since 1985. We spoke with Dr. Lepresto about his passion for psychology.
Today, we will be meeting one of Loyola's most cherished professors. Not only is he extremely popular amongst his students, he has also won the Distinguished Teacher of the Year Award and the Educator for Life Award. He has also been featured on the Oprah Winfrey Show. I'm Grace Goldoni reporting for The Echo, and today we will be talking with Professor Charles Lepresto.
There is nothing I like doing more than teaching. Before this life, before I was a psychologist, I was a high school teacher, and I taught biology for 11 years at Calvert Hall, right down the road, and just fell in love with it. I think it's also been my openness to kind of learn, you know, when we talk about cura personalis here, I mean, I'm at the perfect institution. I mean, the whole Jesuit ideology and stuff about care of the person and eloquentia perfecta and discernment and all of those things that Ignatius was so big on. It just feels natural to me. You know, that makes sense, that of course you would care about your kids. So back then when I signed on, it was very much about the teaching and about the service that you do with the young people because you take care of them. You don't intrude if they don't want it, but you have to be present to them. Okay, so I think that just works for me. So in being present to them, they teach me. They tell me, these are the issues. When I walk into a classroom, it's like walking on stage. For me, it's kind of like, it's that opportunity to really kind of, you know, create something for an hour and 15 minutes that's going to be an experience. And, you know, part of that's going to be the knowledge I'm going to present and the examples I'm going to give. But the more exciting thing for me is what's coming back. What connections are my kids making? And, you know, how are they seeing things? And to actually see them connect the dots is there's probably nothing more gratifying.
I'm Grace Goldoni reporting for The Echo.
Thank you, Dr. Lepresto. Switching departments, Dr. Elliot King has recently been promoted to chair of the communications department. He is also one of the faculty members supervising the Loyola Summer Study Abroad session in Paris. I spoke with Dr. King the other day about his future plans for the communication department. Hi, this is Amanda Hollis. We're here with Dr. King right now, the communications chair, and we'd like to ask him some questions. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's a good day.
So when did you actually get the communications chair, the position?
I just started this year in June, I guess June of 2011. This is the second time that I'm chair.
Okay, and what roles do you fulfill in the communications as the communications chair?
So I'm responsible for the total program, make sure that when students show up there's a professor in class and they were able to register, that kind of thing. Curriculum development to make sure that we're putting on the classes that we need, that people can move through their programs at a good pace and that kind of thing, and that they have the courses that they want that are going to fulfill that. And then all sorts of administrative things and faculty evaluation, and whenever there's problems, solve the problems and that kind of thing. Just really make sure that the department actually works.
Great. And what changes would you like to see in the future?
Well, we're working right now on a master's program that we hope to launch in 2013.
Great.
And so that would be a very exciting initiative for us. It's going to focus on emerging media. So if we were doing it now, we would really be looking at apps. If we were doing it 3 years ago, it would be Twitter and Facebook. If we were doing it 20 years ago, it would have been web. And what we really want to look at in the master's program is what's going to be hot next year, the year after that. And on the undergraduate program, we really want to build out the broadcasting, visual media. We're like to get a new studio, a really big new studio next door to here, so people don't have to go down to Dorothy Day, come back, go down, come back, that kind of thing. Build out and just really broaden our array of courses so students have more choices and can really pick and choose what they like.
What would you like to see Loyola students learn before they graduate, or one big thing that they should take away as a communications major here?
Okay, so actually there's two big things that I would like them to learn. I would like them to exit the program with a set of professional skills. So should they want to go into a media industry, advertising, public relations, or journalism, broadcasting, video production, whatever it is, that they have that entry-level set of skills that they could actually do the job in a career-oriented position. So that's number one, and I would like that coupled with the understanding that we live in this highly mediated environment, and that makes a difference to the way we live. And to also understand that they're participants in that. When they exit and they go into these creative fields and into media and communication, that they're contributing to the environment in which we live in a really serious and significant way. So basically what I'd like them to be able to do is to go out and be entry-level media producers, content creators, and good content consumers. Say, I understand the world a little bit better, and the environment I live in, and what that means a little bit better because I went through this program.
Thank you, Dr. King. Communications majors have a lot to look forward to in the upcoming months.
One of the specializations students can concentrate in is in public relations. In fact, we have our very own Public Relations Student Society of America chapter right here at Loyola. Senior Jackie Albright is the president, with Professor Karen Smedley supervising the club. The PRSSA holds meetings every other week and is involved with promoting many events here at campus.
That's right, Katie. PRSSA is involved with promoting the BSA Fashion Show, which is a student favorite here on campus. Their hard work and effort allows students to be involved and informed about major events that take place here at Loyola. If you would like to get involved with PRSSA, please contact the president at jcalbright@loyola.edu.
For a more spiritual leader on our campus, Father Rossi directs the way. He is a teacher in both the classroom and during Sunday night masses. Our Echo reporter Molly Coffey sat down and talked with Father Rossi about his time here at Loyola.
Hey Loyola, Molly Coffey here reporting for the Echo. I'm here with Father Joseph Rossi to find out a little bit more about the life of the Jesuits.
I've never been disappointed. The Jesuits are very interesting people. When you meet these Jesuits, when you have dinner with Jesuits at the Jesuit community, I mean, the conversations we have are so fascinating because these guys are very intelligent and they all have different kind of interests and they're interested in all different kinds of things. And that's one of the great things about the Jesuits. You know, they're all priests, they're all religious, they all belong to a religious order, but they all have different interests. So even within our own particular interests of church history and theology, we're very different. And I really like that. I mean, I never leave the dining room of the Jesuit residence without having learned something, and in a way that was very, very interesting.
One piece of advice you would give students who are struggling with their faith.
Give God a chance, okay? Give Him a chance. Don't just talk to God. Keep quiet sometimes and let God talk to you. And to do it through your everyday experiences, maybe your friends, or through the experiences of your life, both the good times and the bad. But give God a chance. You know, yes, you were a certain kind of Catholic when you were a little kid. You were a certain kind of Catholic when you were in high school. And, okay, now you're an adult. You should be struggling with your faith because you're in a you're struggling with being an adult, aren't you? You know, just think of from a person when they come here when they're 17 or 18, and then when they leave when they're 22. Well, hey, they are going through quite a transition in their life because you're not a fully complete, holistic human person unless you include the intellectual, the physical, but the spiritual's part of that too, I think.
Thanks, Father Rossi. Greyhounds, don't forget that Hopkins Court Mass is every Sunday at 10 p.m. This has been Molly Coffey reporting for the Echo. Now back to the studio.
Thank you, Father Rossi. Students interested in joining service projects, Loyola offers many opportunities for you.
That's right. The Community Center of Service and Justice specializes in developing programs to fit anyone's needs for getting involved. Community service activities involve work with people who are marginalized in some way, people in need of food, shelter, and tutoring. Service activities help ensure people's comfort, success, and in some cases, survival.
For more information about the different programs here at Loyola, visit www.loyola.edu/ccsj. And with that, we wrap up this edition of The Echo. I'm Katie Bigley.
And I'm Amanda Hollis. Have a great week, Loyola.